Hey there and welcome back. So, being the time of year as it is, what does that mean? It means, well, basically lights, and even more lights. Just to name a few, or to show a few, and a few more. As you can see, shops, supermarkets, little hardware stores, everywhere has absolutely tons and tons of lights in. Now, this for me is fantastic because you can do so many things with lights. You can add so much character to a railway with your lights, even little things like this. You've got all sorts of multicoloured, plain coloured, even more multicoloured lights, all sorts of different styles. And I absolutely love this because, as we know, all like to save on electricity, all like to do what we can, and I think it's great because these, you can put a couple of cheap batteries in these and they will last for absolutely ages. Now, with these, I think it's just a great little video to show you, because for not a lot of money you can do some really nice looking things with these. So let me just change the camera angle slightly and let me just show you what I'm on about. So, all your various lights, you have these type, well, copper wired together, or some form of wire together. Fantastic for little string lights. You've got these ones which do have a long lead on them, and if you just give me 1 second, if you have, say, your lichen like this, if you see, you can add a little bit of colour. You can make some really nice scenics and scenery to go with these lights. And yes, I have just put an absolute mess everywhere that now I'm going to try and get rid of. And also with these lights, as you can see, that they're not too far spaced apart. Now the good thing with this is, if you are doing a street with houses, and I'll just move these to one side because I am going to mainly use these to show you today. If you drill up underneath your baseboard, your first light, as you can see here, because you can get them, you know, with just this colour, you can get cool white one, you can get all sorts of different ones, especially this time of the year. You can have a wonderful glowing light to go underneath, and as you can see with this set, there are quite a lot of lights on these. And then if you have a gap with houses, then the lights what you aren't using, especially if you have a white set like this, then them ones can then be underneath your layout and provide you with some lighting under, let's try and get rid of this, with some lighting to go underneath your track to help you see what you're doing underneath as well. So if you're doing wiring, putting point motors in, things like that, then these do provide, as you can see, quite a bit of light for underneath to help illuminate what you're looking at. And also, if we get, say, something like this, and if we have these lovely little flickering lights, what you get, I mean, you can get, obviously these at any time of the year, but there's a lot more around at this time of the year, well, from what I've noticed anyway. If you pop that in the back, it looks like there's a nice little warm fire flickering away in the background. Or even if you were to say in this one, you could pop it a little bit further up if you wanted to do a bit more of a like emergency type diorama. You could even use this to be the start of, say, I don't want to say it on camera, but you understand what I'm on about, as something that's else what's happening. And these as well, unfortunately I don't have any white, but is it going to work with that? No, it's not. If you were to get, say, a white cotton material, then you could also use this for a flickering smoke kind of effect, what's going off too. And if you find something like these kind of lights, as you can see, this changes colour, and if we bring the pub back in, pop it to one side, there we go. You can see Bob, Trevor, Derek, whoever it is having his weekly karaoke fancy disco going on. So there's so much things what you can do with little lights like these, and again, they last so long, and especially for a small layout. I understand if you've got quite a large layout, this may not be practical, but for a small layout on, say, you know, more of a budget style, this could be absolutely fantastic. This could be just what you're after, and you can do so much with these. Yes, I am struggling with this package. So let's just get this other set out. So as you can see, these are a little bit like before. They are a tiny LED. So we've put the batteries into this set of lights. I'm just going to leave them like this for the moment, but if we turn these on, as you can see how bright these are. Now let's see if I can get a bit of this, just to show you how it will shine through, something like this. And you can make such a wonderful, lovely little setup with these. And as you can see, the wires are really small, really fine, so they are fantastic to go or thread through small spaces. And again, if you've got houses what you're using in the street, you could actually, if I say grab some of this again, you could disguise the wires right along. And if we pop on here, just a nice little glow coming from that house. So I just thought that this would be a really nice little video to show you. And especially with some of the sets at this time of the year, they can be really cheap to get. I purchased, I think, was it this set? Let me just have a quick look. It was these ones. Okay, so let me just turn that set off for a moment. And this set was literally £2. And look, oh my god, the camera's gone. And look how amazing the colours are, how bright these are, how unbelievably bright these are. I mean, if I just hold it like that, just off camera, I haven't got the ring light on or anything. Look how much light these are putting out. So if you have a white set of these, like I mentioned, you know, you can put one under a house, one under the layout, and you can have such a great way to illuminate not only the top of your layout, but underneath as well. And these are so cool. You can make so many fun little dioramas. And what I will say, and I will ask, is that if you're following or have been following my layout build, these lights what I've used, because as you can see, I've got quite a few of them. We've got some more. And yeah, these lights I am been saving, and I'm going to use these on the new layout build. I'm not going to be using anything else. I'll be using these for under houses, under buildings. I'm going to be using them to, again, create some nice little lit like sections of like foliage and things like that. So I'm not 100% sure because the layout is in its very early stages, but I will 100% be using these. So I'm hoping that you'll stick with the journey and then you will actually see what I do use these for and how amazing these are going to look. So, while it's, yes, the muck is everywhere. So while this is a great time of the year, while there are so many of these readily available, and usually as well, they have a couple of sets out, and like this, it's got like a little button on the top. So you can have a look what type, what style that you want to get before you even look at them. They're fantastic. So as I said, I was in my shop the other day. I picked up quite a few of these to do bits and pieces with, and my dad even uses these on his layout as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video. I hope it's giving you like a little cheap and easy way to put some lighting on your layout, what can be done really simple, but also provide you with the bonus of lighting underneath, because underneath I've seen, you know, like people either have sometimes torches, even turn the layout upside down to do something. So if this gives you a really good, handy, nice little way to give you some extra light underneath too, with just a couple of batteries which can be bought, you know, quite cheaply and save a bit on the old electric bill, plugging everything in, it might give you a little bit of an idea, and again a little bit of a budget version. And if we look at these, the price on these, £3.29, and there's 50 of these lights, so that is quite a lot that you're going to get through. And just to show you as well, if the camera will focus, there you go, up to 80 hours of battery life. That's a lot of usage on your model layout. So I hope you've enjoyed this video on lights. I know it's just been a bit of a waffle on. Some bits haven't been the best, and I do apologise. But I just wanted to share my experience of using, or going to be using, some more cheaper lights and cheaper ways to do things. And yeah, these are fantastic. And the great thing, if the camera will focus, I don't know what happened there. I do apologise. But especially little ones like this, you know, you can move them around as well. So if you want to change things up in your layout, or just say, bring this little bit of a better one in, then yeah, it gives you a chance to move things around too. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video about, you know, the lights and with this time of the year and stuff like that. And lastly, let's finish off with these great little finds, which I think look absolutely fantastic, just to give that extra little bit of a Christmassy feel. And for me, these are perfect within scale. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video. I hope it might have given you a couple of ideas of different ways to use lights or things like that. If it helps you, absolutely fantastic. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching the video. Thumbs up, like and subscribe, and as always, we shall see you in the next video.